a couple yards behind me. I want you to give him, I know you'll do this again, but I want you to give him a rousing Pennsylvania labor welcome for President Joe Biden. All right. Let me thank all the members of organized labor who are here and your families, especially today our host, Local 19. Let's hear it for Local 19 and everyone who's here today. Thank you. I don't have to tell you in Philadelphia or in southeastern Pennsylvania that labor built the middle class. You did that. Your families did that. You worked and you organized and you came together to form one union and then another and another over generations to build the American middle class. And we're going to make sure in the months ahead, when we get into some of our debates, as we know something's coming up in 2024, when we get into those debates, we're going to remind people who built the American middle class. The men and women of organized labor did it. So today, when we come together to celebrate Labor Day, this isn't simply a day to have a celebration. That's part of it. But it's also a day when we come together to remind the nation about the value of your work, the dignity of your work, what your work means for our country. The men and women of organized labor help this country run every day. We couldn't function as a country without the skill of your labor. So give yourselves a hand for that. In the last 2.5 years, this president, working with both parties, has helped us rebuild American manufacturing, has helped us, invest in communities in ways we've never seen. But in every one of those efforts, when we all came together to pass legislation on infrastructure, to make sure that we're lowering the cost of prescription drugs, lifting up families, in all of that work that President Biden has done with us, the men and women of organized labor weren't just with us and supporting us. The men and women of organized labor were at the table when we were lowering the cost of prescription drugs, at the table when we were passing legislation that helped everything from the pensions that organized labor receives to prevailing wage on every project that we could make sure was covered by that legislation.
Good afternoon, friends. They need to reach an agreement very soon. Both Republicans and Democrats are racing to finalize a deal to prevent a government shutdown. Lawmakers in Congress have just under 2 weeks to sign a massive spending bill into law. However, House Republicans have just confirmed 4 things that they are not willing to budge on. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the new details. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Members of Congress are heading back to Capitol Hill this month, with House Republicans on track to pass a stopgap funding extension to avoid a government shutdown. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has indicated he expects to pass a short-term continuing resolution to give Congress more time to pass and negotiate bills to avoid a shutdown. But in the meantime, House Republicans are racing to set forward their own demands to eliminate reckless spending and secure crucial policy wins. The House has already struggled to pass its 12 appropriations bills, only passing one on the floor before leaving for August recess. Members have only 12 working days to pass the remaining appropriations bills, according to the Washington Examiner. Speaker McCarthy can afford to lose no more than 12 Republican votes if he hopes to pass all 12 before funding expires on September 30th. As such, House GOP members are making demands in 4 key areas in order to secure their support for continuing resolution. House Republicans are splintering over spending cuts because members of the House Freedom Caucus are looking to cut spending to the fiscal 2022 level of $1.47 trillion, which is $200 billion less than what President Biden and Speaker McCarthy agreed to in a debt ceiling compromise. Analysts say this spending cut would mean cuts of 25% in areas such as infrastructure, science, agriculture, commerce, energy, water, and healthcare. Reuters has stated that GOP lawmakers view the 2024 fiscal year that begins on October 1st as a test of Republican resolve to reduce the federal debt and to move on to reform social programs, including Medicare and Social Security. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on all of this? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. With student loan payments set to start again in October, after a 3-year break, experts have warned that the United States housing market might take a hit, and mortgages could become even more unaffordable, especially for first-time home buyers. The U.S. housing sector has been hit by an ongoing affordability crisis, as home prices skyrocketed during the crisis. When demand was very high, mortgages were relatively low, and supply was very limited. The situation reached a crisis point when mortgage rates surged last year because of the Federal Reserve's aggressive rate hike campaign to lower inflation. Though home prices have come down slightly since last summer, following a temporary drop in demand and sales. According to Zillow's latest data, the average home price in the U.S. was roughly $348,000, 1% higher than this time last year. The most popular home loan in the U.S., which is the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage, dropped for the first time in 5 weeks at the end of August. But mortgages remain higher than in 2022. Student loan payments, restarting on October 1st, might deepen the ongoing unaffordability crisis. And this is according to experts. According to experts, student loan payments restarting on October 1st, 2023, might deepen the ongoing unaffordability crisis. The U.S. homeownership rate has already tumbled to 65.9% over the second quarter. President Biden agreed to end the 3-year pause on payments in a deal with Republicans in order to lift the debt ceiling in May. Interest on student loans started accruing again on September 1st. Approximately 43 million Americans who hold a combined $1.75 trillion in student debt will be greatly affected by the resuming of these payments. Well, my awesome and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners every Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch.